life is not static. Change is a part of life. Now, this may be different for different people. Like, I don't particularly like change, but Gil actually likes a lot of change, and
Most of the time.
sometimes that makes some challenges in our marriage because. But I think we help each other in the midst of that because I provide some level of stability, and
And
Gil
I'm blazing the new trails.
keeps me moving forward and not stuck. And so sometimes, change is subtle, but other times it's dramatic and sudden. But the main thing in the midst of it all is we get to choose how we respond. And I know, within our family, you know, globally, there's been some of you who have lost, relatives or friends, close friends, and sometimes that can be part of that, change that's happening around you. And so we just send our love and hugs as you process that because it's challenging when we're going through that. And so, to everything there is a season, Ecclesiastes 3:1-8. To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven, a time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to pluck up what is planted, a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to break down, a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones, a time to gather stones, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to gain, a time to lose, a time to keep, a time to throw away, a time to tear, a time to sow, a time to keep silence, a time to speak, a time to love, a time to hate, a time of war, and a time of peace.
And what time are we in?
Well,
we're in a moving time. There's a time to move and a time to settle. We're in a moving time. Anyway,
yes.
There's a lot of beautiful things that are happening, and it goes back to me my little motto: let go and flow. Seriously, it can't get any easier than that motto, to simply let go of the things that you think should be, the way you think things should be able to let go of those and then flow with what Father's doing. We get so wrapped up and hold on so tightly to the things that we want and when we want them, that it makes it really challenging for God to get us where He wants us next. And we've been flowing, but there's been challenges as we've been flowing in this season, and yet we're here, and it's beautiful. I love it here. It's fantastic, and we have a brand new season ahead of us.
Yes.
So
yes, we do. And so, just to understand that God's plan in our seasons of change is to give us an upgrade. He intends for us to be going from strength to strength, blessing to blessing, and glory to glory. It's also to increase our testimony. Challenges cause us to grow. If everything stays the same, we typically don't make the changes that we need to make.
Mm-hmm.
And so it also is to bring us into our destiny. And just thinking of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and even the Israelites, is their transition points. Even thinking about wandering in the wilderness all that time, our perspective can be like, oh, it's just wasted time. But remember, He said that He's given us every place our feet, go.
Yeah.
And I believe we can also take that literally. And so, a couple of weeks ago, I got stuck in Miami and at the airport, and had to go to Fort Lauderdale to get that airport, and in
You're having
some
a lot
ways,
of challenges at airports.
I have lately. It's been interesting. But, when we can choose what our perspective is going to be, and to believe, okay, well, I got some new territory in Miami and Fort Lauderdale airports that I get to release the glory of God.